I want you to rate this photo out of 10. 1 being, Deb, why would you even ask me that? And 10 being absolute smash. Hold on. I have a point, guys. I have a point. Just stay with me now. Stay with me. I swear I have a point. This was a very weak start, but that's kind of on brand. I have very weak intros, but I promise the endings and the outros, they're bangers. They hit hard. They hit me hard and soft. Anyways, did you guys get a good look? Okay, you have your ranking. I know we're all thinking the same thing when it comes to ranking this absolute stud right here. Okay, Swiper is a 10 out of 10. What? And we can all agree with that, right? Like, it's not just me thinking that. We're both thinking that, like, we're making eye contact and we're both kind of like in the same mind. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. We agree, right? Swiper, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I recently did see a Swiper edit on my For You page. I feel like the For You page is the root of all evil. Whenever I decide to sit down, turn on my camera, and open up about a recent obsession, it always starts with the For You page. I did end up watching that Swiper edit a number of times. No, I'm not gonna admit to the actual number because that would be self-incriminating. But then, as I was watching the edit a countless amount of times, I realized Swiper isn't just some leftover childhood crush that accidentally made it through to my adult life. I think there's actually more than this. I think there's more psychology to this. So earlier, I asked you guys to rank this photo of Swiper. Now I'm gonna ask you guys for another ranking. Don't think about it. Just say the first number that comes to your head. 3, 2, 1. Guys, I swear I'm going somewhere. I just need you to be patient with me, please. So these are the 2 photos, right? And now, for my next trick as an unsolicited magician, I am going to make the educated guess that this picture was rated significantly higher than this photo. I don't know what it is, but something just tells me that if you were in the same room as S-tier Swiper and soggy Swiper, you would probably remember one and report the other. And you're probably sitting there like, Deb, like, how did you know? Like, how did you come to this conclusion? How are you so correct about this? I feel like nobody's actually wondering that. Everybody is definitely sitting here looking at me thinking one of 2 things. Either, where is this video going? And why is this mask still in the frame? So you prefer this version of Swiper over this version of Swiper. They're both Swiper, but you have a preference one over the other. You wanna know why?
No.
Hold on, let me finish. Because Hotness has its conditions.
I said no. You can kill all that right now. Like at this moment, stop.
Hotness has conditions. It has terms. It has policies. It has a clause in the agreement. And the moment that Swiper removed his Swiper mask, his hotness, it just expired. That was supposed to go behind me. That was supposed to go behind me and dramatically fall, you know, to the ground. But it landed in front and then, you know. And this isn't about looks, okay? This isn't about, you know, being ugly, because ugly is fine. It's about the psychological warfare that we all face when, you know, we think that we're dealing with Swiper the seducer. He takes off his mask and we are dealing with Swiper the camp counselor. It's the exact same face, but suddenly he went from the mysterious, the dark, brooding Swiper to why does it look like he eats string cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? The mystery, that alluring presence that just brings you in, it's gone. My point is, and trust me, I have a point. When Swiper takes off this cobalt blue do-rag, or is this a do-rag actually? I'm still trying to figure out if it's a do-rag, and that's been something I've been trying to really pinpoint for the last 10 years. I really don't know if this is a do-rag, but if it is a do-rag, it just makes it so much more attractive. My point is, Swiper in a mask just does something. And masks in general, they do something, okay? And this led me down a very, very dark, deep rabbit hole of the infamous mask talk. Now, I have been down the avenue of mask TikToks before, but this time I'm going in with a new mind, an open perspective, and even less stability. Anyway, I will be watching mask thirst trap TikTok edits today on purpose because foxes and blue do-rags cannot be my type. Does this count as exposure therapy, like going through mask TikToks? Can I call that exposure therapy?
I mean, I don't, you know, and then like, see,
I don't know, I just feel like we should watch some humans in masks today. The goal here is to feel something normal and to maybe start liking regular people again. Like, he's a fox. This is literally a fox with no job and no shoes. The bar is so incredibly low, but it's somehow higher than cartoon animals with a criminal background. I don't know when that expired. I don't know when I stopped, but I really want to start liking actual real life people again. Ones that have pores and credit scores and ones that wear shoes. If I can fold for a swiper in a blue do-rag, but I can't grasp the basic appeal of a human being in a mask, then there's some unresolved trauma, possibly medical issues there. Like, something is off, okay? And it needs to be fixed. So we're gonna redirect our energy towards... Sorry, I'm trying, okay? I promise you, I'm trying, I'm making an effort. Maybe this was just a very weak start. Like I said, I tend to have those. I think you've earned a reward. Hashtag masked man. Hashtag book talk. What are my people doing under this video? What are y'all doing here? Am I supposed to be here? Did I miss the group call? I'm gonna be honest, this wasn't my favorite thing. And I think what makes this worse is that if this were to be, I don't know, Nick Wilde. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a better word, but if someone were to do the same thing but with a fictional character, I fear I would enjoy this. I'm sorry, I would have enjoyed it. Like, it wouldn't be that bad. Like, just picture like your favorite animated character doing this. Why do I feel it? Wait, am I like, do I actually need help? Am I supposed to feel it? Did you guys feel it? Am I behind? Am I underdeveloped in the TikTok thirst trap realm? I just didn't feel anything. Phone, go away. My turn. Oh my gosh, freaky. Wait, they're being freaky in the comments. Whenever I'm talking to you guys, I will like accidentally slip and say things that are a little bit on the freakier side. But then when I read comments of people doing the exact same thing, I'm like, oh, how dare they say such a freak of nature thing? The ladies are loving it and they're adding it to their favorites. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't do the same with this one, but I'm sure that there's gonna be a video that we come across today that awakens my attraction to real people again. Maybe it just isn't my speed, you know, the movements and the...
He point me to the best ass eater. Tell him pussy clean, I tell him pussy squeaky.
That was cute, that was cutesy. I love him. See, I told y'all I can start liking people again. Look at me. I knew it. I can like humans. I love them.
I'm in the hotel, I'm into you in that oh yeah. I'm in the pussy, she like oh yeah.
Guys, the caption, you know Ghost eats. What does he eat?
oh fuck.
Also, I don't know if this is just me, but I actually never got into Ghostface, mainly because I hate scary movies, and not in like the quirky, like I'm a little scared of scary movies. Like, no, I'm actually deeply terrified of movies with any amount of thriller or horror or terror in them. I cannot do it. My mom would tell me that if you watch movies with like demons and spirits in them, then you're allowing those same demons and spirits to enter into your soul and into your life. So growing up, we were not allowed to watch anything. My mom did not play. I did try watching, I think The Conjuring or one of those other popular ones with my friends one time, and then I started getting weird dreams. That's another thing. Anytime I watch horror movies with like spirits and demons, I actually start getting dreams, and I'm like, so I actually didn't sign up for that. But I'm not against this video. Like, I thought it was cutesy, like the way he was like, yeah, you know. Now the last video with the humping, it was a little much for me, you know, physically, emotionally. pelvically. But this one, like this type of like vibe, I don't know what to call this, but like that type of thirst strap with the mask on, I like it. Like I could get into this. This is crazy. Look at me, I'm growing up. Serious question, what is it like witnessing your grandma evolve? Your grandma grow up in real time. Like witnessing that in 4K, it has to be special. I know it's something special. And you lost me again. You lost me again. I was just getting there. Did he choke the camera? Like, did he just choke me via iPhone 7? And the licking in the mouth, the finger licking mouth movement. I wasn't a fan of that. Sorry. I'm trying. I swear I'm trying, guys. How do I describe that I want this on a dating app? Book talk girlies, we all here. Book talk girlies? Am I actually missing something? It's making me a little self-conscious. Conscious? I'm gonna try watching the whole thing. Maybe that'll give me a new perspective. Why does this do something for me? Why did this not do something for me? Do I have a problem? Watches it 10 more times. Wow. I was struggling to watch it the second time. But maybe it's not that bad. Like maybe this is hot. It's not that bad. It's, you know, it's like I think that it's like I think it's
This,
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to
It
find
does, it does.
I don't think I can get there with this one. I don't think I can get there. But technically, we've only seen 3 and I did like the second one. I'm down 1 point right now, so I just need to like 1 more to even the playing field. and then we're good.
Let's run a test. Look to the left. Now look to the right. Test complete. Looks like someone's obedient.
Wait, guys, wait, hold on. He got me. Oh, he kind of got me with that way. Wow, why was that kind of like? But I don't even know if it's the mask or if it's the voice. Or if it's both. It could be an evil combination of both of them that's making me feel something.
Let's run a test. Look to the left. Now look to the right. Looks like someone's obedient.
Oh gee, that's so cheeky. Guys, he's live right now. I was literally just reading the caption and he went live. Wait, should I join the live and confess my love for him? Hey, it's me, your obedient kitten. Remember me? I look to the left, then I look to the right. Someone said, I'm learning every day something new about myself. That is very relatable. Yeah, I don't know what niche that is or whatever that, I don't know what just happened, but I learned about myself too. I did enjoy that. More than I thought I would, more than I was expecting to. Why did somebody say yes, master? Isn't it crazy how like a complete stranger on the internet can post a, what, 6-second video with an audio of them wearing a mask on and they got comments talking about yes, master? You got people calling you master after 6 seconds? He doesn't even know the power he holds. I've been doing YouTube for what, 5-6 years now? And all I've managed for people to call me is delusional and furry. I'm not getting no master from nobody. Not that I want it, okay? Please don't call me that. I feel like that's really weird. But still, like, hello, the video was 5 seconds long. What do you mean master? The thing is, I'm not new to this side of TikTok. I crawled down this alley back in 2023 and I distinctively remember viciously hating each and every TikTok that I saw with somebody that had a mask on. But now that we're here again, you know, 2 years later with a new perspective, I still kind of hate it, but I don't hate it as much. There's a small part of me that I am desperately trying to suppress that actually kind of enjoyed this, but then I also don't think I should be. Because why would this be attractive? Why would my brain find this attractive? I didn't pay that much attention in high school, but from what I remember, our brains evolve for survival. So I really don't understand how my brain is evolving to somehow think that this is survival. Or maybe it's like the curiosity mystery part that like the mask kind of like taps into. There's just something special about a good mystery. That's why I've been watching all those crime shows and texting people that I shouldn't, because there's a mystery. So I feel like when I go online and I see people, you know, don the mask, it just like creates the same idea, like the intrigue and like the danger. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work, so I'm gonna put on some glasses so that people take me more seriously. It's just Swiper, don't worry. Now, throughout history, masks have been used in many events. We use masks in rituals, wars, masquerade balls. It's not about being covered, it's more about the transformation and the power that the mask can hold. Fast forward to now, we're doing the same thing, but with these types of masks. I don't know what it is, but there's something so primal about not knowing someone or not knowing everything. So when people are wearing a mask, it awakens those feelings inside of you of the mystery, of the power, of the intrigue, like what's really going on, what's not going on. I don't know, I can't tell. They're wearing a mask. And also there's low-key like a bit of fantasy, the idea that this person under that mask is anyone. So on top of the mystery of somebody wearing a mask, now you have that power dynamic, and now you have that like escapism of what is going on, what can I expect, what can I not expect. There's something more to that. Maybe in real life he ghosted you with no explanation, but then with the mask on, he's this mysterious character who knows how to use his mouth and his words. We live in a generation now where mystery is the equivalent to depth. So if someone were to put this mask on, I can't take this seriously, I'm so sorry. No, but listen, if someone were to put this mask on and dramatically stare into the camera as if he knows your home address and your SIM card number, then you would start to feel things. I would even go as far as to say that you would rewatch that video more than I watched the Swiper edit from the beginning. This is a judge-free zone, okay? You don't have to sit here and pretend that you're not into this. And if I never had access to the internet, I could have never experienced this feeling of being attracted to somebody wearing a mask in a poorly lit room with LED lights, wearing antlers and thrusting the camera. That idea would be so beyond me. But unfortunately, we live in a society that decided to give Deb the internet way too young. So now she looks at this and feels things. Feels heat where she shouldn't. And maybe after this, I do have a new type or a new preference. Does this mean that I need to go find a boyfriend wearing a balaclava? Probably not. It's more of a prop or like a mood or an aesthetic, not really something I'm entirely looking for. But it is something that I've acknowledged that I now find oddly attractive. Unfortunately. And I don't know if this makes me like incredibly open-minded or if it just reflects how deeply unserious I am or like this generation is. But either way, I'm not gonna unpack it. I'm not a therapist by any means. I'm just a girl with a mic and a camera and unfortunately an audience who somehow can still put up with me. That is another thing I'm still trying to unpack, but I swear I am somebody with a personality, and I swear guys, I promise you I have depth. But also if you throw a TikTok in my face of somebody wearing a mask, I will go into a very unnecessary deep dive on why masks are important and why it's deeper than what it really is. I think deep down I just like a little bit of mystery and a lot of fantasy and not always knowing things. I promise this video was not just about me trying to explain why I'm a closeted furry. I swear there was a point to be made. Now that I'm really like listening to myself, I don't think I made a single point within the last I don't know how many minutes. So I think that's a sign for me to wrap up my research. This is the researching question, by the way. Anyway, I hope you got something from this video. And I hope it was, you know, mildly entertaining. For at least somebody. If at least one person enjoyed this, I'm okay. But if most of you hated this, I promise you, we completely understand. Also, I was fighting the urge to put this on all video. I think this video has already done enough harm though, so I won't be putting this on. Instead, I'm going to turn off my camera and touch grass. Love you guys. Bye.
I've seen it before. Call it what you want, I'm done. Your bag's in front, and you always thought you had